Hello, hello. Welcome to day 5 of our TVC Live special series. We are going to be talking about travel anxiety, and this episode is called Anxious Much? Easing Your Travel Anxiety. Another awesome graphic by yours truly. And today it's kind of I'm feeling kind of low energy, a little tired, so I think that's kind of appropriate for our topic today. And these tips today are coming from a course by Lauren Juliff, Overcome Travel Anxiety. It's something I think is really important. And like I said this morning, if you've been following me for more than 30 seconds, you know that traveling is really stressful for me and my family, and this is something that we really have to be aware of to overcome it together. And remember, every resource that I'm sharing this week is coming at you from the Smart Travel Super Bundle. That's going to be available to you Monday, July 15th, so in just a few days. So if you like any of these tips, you want to learn more, be sure to tune in Monday when I share that link. Seriously, this super bundle has like so many resources I shared with you already, and even more that I'm going to share with you for the next 7 days. So if you're excited, you're ready to roll, put hashtag ready to roll. If you're catching the replay and you haven't commented yet, make sure you put hashtag replay or hey Liz, catching the replay, something like that. And make sure you share the video, because I think this topic especially is really important. Share it in a Facebook group, on your personal profile, wherever you see fit, because I think anxiety about travel, travel-induced anxiety, things like that, I mean, we talk about it, we joke about it, but no one's giving like too many tips. So I think it's really important to just share it. And yeah, so let's get into it. Tip number 1 is plan for anxiety. When we make our travel plans, we're thinking about, mileage, where are the dump stations, where are the gas stations, where's a campground I can afford. We're never really thinking about how am I going to react after being in the RV, being in the truck, pulling a trailer for 6 hours straight. We need to plan for that. It's so important. I know this is something Ed and I were absolutely terrible at. Of course, we were planning for, travel breaks, little breaks because of our daughter, but we never really planned for breaks because we personally needed them. I know Ed gets really bad road rage. We have a 32-foot rig, but we tow a car. In certain circumstances, it can get very stressful when people are cutting us off. You need to have a plan for that. Say you're in hard traffic for, a good hour. Plan for that traffic and plan for another hour of you needing to stop and just take a breath. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Martina. Thanks for popping in, commenting. Debbie said she shared. Thanks so much. Also, so number 1, allow for those frequent stops. It really helps ease your anxiety. Traffic's a mood killer. Just allow yourself to stop. Plan overnighters where you feel safe. I know for me personally, I want to stay in a Walmart. It's obviously mostly free, etc. Ed gets really anxious about staying at Walmart. He doesn't like it. So, we plan overnighters in campgrounds. That just helps ease his travel anxiety, and there's nothing wrong with that. Next, spend time offline. I know we all encourage, yesterday I was encouraging people to get on Facebook groups, things like that, so they don't get lonely, but really, you need to plan for time offline, because you can see everyone else traveling and everyone else, feeling good, sharing their most amazing pictures on Instagram. But no one's ever really sharing like those really crappy, just shitty moments, right? So plan for time offline to get yourself unplugged, and also plan for time for packing. You don't want to leave these things last minute. So literally schedule them. This is going to help ease your anxiety. You know, from let's say 8 to 10 a.m. in the morning, that's the time you have to pack. And it's really going to help you with procrastination, which also can lead to anxiety. Number 2 is establish an anti-anxiety fund. We all plan for, you know, hanging out, going to these places, going out to eat. We've got a food budget, an entertainment budget, a gas budget, all of these things. You know, we all have our little envelopes or our little tabs on our spreadsheet, right? But an anti-anxiety fund is really, really important for those days, those travel times where whether you're, you know, you're just going on a week trip and, you know, you're trying to get it all in, it's not turning out right, you know, save an extra 10% so that when things aren't going right, you don't feel guilty about, you know, splurging on some ice cream or getting a massage mid-travel for no reason other than you are just so tense from driving. Another one, like if you wanted to go out instead of eating at home, like just save that little extra so you have that anti-anxiety, self-care fun money, whatever you want to call it. It just helps that this is like guilt-free money to spend on whatever you feel like that day, that week, whatever's happening. Robbie says bourbon. Bourbon works. Yeah, if you want to go out and buy a nice bottle of scotch, bourbon, rum, whatever your flavor is, you know, a good bottle of wine, you know, make sure you have just a little bit of extra money for those purposes, because it will really help. And it has to be guilt-free money. This is money you put away to not feel guilty about spending in those stressful times, because we all know we like to spend in stressful times, so you might as well save for it. And last, establish a routine. I just let out the biggest sigh because this was my worst like weakness, something I just couldn't get into or whatever when we were traveling full time. And even when you're just traveling for a week or two at a time, establish that routine. It will change your life. Anytime I did have a routine, I felt so much better. I set my alarm in the morning. Now I know a lot of digital nomads, things like that, like, oh, I can get up whenever I want, etc. Like really, that can cause you anxiety. If you have a lot to do and you don't get up till 9 a.m. and then something happens and something else happens and you're not getting to your work till noon, like that's a real bitch, and that will like really, really kill your spirit, cause anxiety like crazy. So if you're working on the road, or you know, even if you're not, but you have a few things you like to do throughout the day, set your alarm, get up, get out there, get started with your day. It's really going to help. Send, you know, if you're not working, you know, make sure maybe you want to check in with your mom every day, or, you know, you want to call your friend back home or text them, you know, make sure you text them the same time every day, 9 a.m. Like I said yesterday in day 4's video, go to the same coffee shop every day or gas station every morning, you know, to get a snack, whatever it is that makes sense to you. Like just establish that routine. Especially you know, I swear between 7 a.m. and noon, like establish that routine where you're doing the same thing every day. It just eases your anxiety. It gives you that stability, that security that you need, especially when you're feeling anxious from a travel day before, the day after, or I'm sorry, the day before that, the day before that. This routine is really going to set you up for success. And all right, I didn't go over 10 minutes today. I hope that makes sense. And remember, all of these resources, all these tips I'm sharing are from the Smart Travel Super Bundle. That's going to go on sale on Monday. So make sure you tune in there, because you're really going to love all these resources and the price, I think. Tomorrow, yep, we're doing it on a Saturday, day 6 of 2 weeks of travel tweaks. We're going to do fix it yourself RV maintenance tips so you can stop wasting money at the dealer. I hope you guys tune in. Oh, whoops. I hope you guys tune in. This has been an amazing series for me. Thank Thanks, Marnine. He just gave me an awesome shout out. Love seeing your growth and success. Thanks. That's another great travel anxiety tip. Make friends that support you and support what you're doing. So that is all for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. I'll see you back here tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern.